Hello, welcome everyone. I'm Jessica, the Health Fitness Program Manager from Miter and McLean. Keeping today's workout a secret if you're doing it live with me. No real reason, just, being weird. No jumping today, unless you really want to. We're gonna have a lot of fun. So grab some water, put on your best music, find that quality upbeat attitude, and let's get ready to do some amazing HIIT work in 5 minutes, you guys. Oopsies. Uncle Buck, you probably should have stayed there. Fred, you've been very quiet today. Some of this. And 10 minutes and we get started. Cute today, Uncle Buck. Let's see if we can get you in the magic here. Everyone loves a dog. Most people love a dog. Okay, all of the pets. Right, my little dude? Be good. You're the best. Yay, it's 4:30. Welcome, you guys. Let's go ahead and get started for today's Tabata HIIT class. So just find some space for yourself. Start to get this nice little lateral side to side tap going on and some rolling of the shoulders. Just working to warm up our bodies. Feel free to kind of find whatever movement might feel good or right for you today. Just be as weird as you need to be. Just gonna angle this a little differently. Let's see what happens. Yay! You know, you'd think after 2 months of doing this, it'd be like a pro, but you'd be wrong. Go ahead, change direction of those shoulder circles. Make sure you're really starting to find that engagement of your abdominal core right here. All we can do is our best, right, you guys? Our best is always enough. Every day it might be different, but as long as you bring your best every day, that is a good day. Good times. Let's go ahead and just switch to a nice little crossing of our arms, one over the other. Standing with my feet about shoulders width distance apart, just grounding my feet into the floor. I'm not wearing shoes today just because I live on the second floor. If you are in a space where you can wear shoes for a little more structure and support of your feet, I absolutely encourage you to do so. If you're looking to get a little bit more dexterity in your feet, take your shoes off, see what happens. Nice, let's go ahead and come on down onto our mats. We're actually going to come down into tabletop to begin with and give ourselves a couple little shimmy shakes right here in cat-cow. I just want you to really take a moment here towards the end of your day to find what feels right for you. Hopefully you've got some good music on and you just want to shake your hips, shake your head, move your body to the beats. I want you to find that beat and have fun with it now so that when we're working really hard in a little bit, you remember how energizing and awesome that music can be. Yay, let's go ahead and turn over, laying down on our backs. We got some glute bridges coming up. Pretty quick warm up today. We've got 3 minutes to work right here. 3 minutes of someone who doesn't actually have a timer to look at, so we're gonna do our best. All right, with some glute bridges, 3 different ways. You're gonna start with your feet about hips width distance apart. It can be a little bit wider if you want it to be. Let's be kind on ourselves and have this nice, slightly wider stance. Awesome. You can relax your arms down by your side as much as you need to. And before we take any movement, I really just want you to once again think about engaging that abdominal core. So you're gently tucking or curling your pelvis so that your lower back presses down a little bit more into the mat. You're finding some engagement in your special bits, sucking that lower belly in. Just trying to be as PC as possible. Pull those shoulders away from your ears and glue your upper back down into the mat as well. So your chest is nice and open, a little tucking of your chin towards your chest. Feel free to press your arms down on the floor as much as you want to, and everything lifts up at the same time and everything goes down at the same time. So inhale, exhale up, inhale down. Now as you come up, make sure that you're not opening your knees nice and wide. Everything is tracking in one line. Your knees are in line with your hips, or maybe they were a little bit wider apart, in which you might want to point your feet out a little bit more. Awesome. Just make sure you're working with your breath. Exhale up, inhale down. As slow or fast as works for you. Hopefully you got that music going and you can just work to the beat of your music for 10, 9, we're going to stay up in 8. If you want to work harder, maybe grabbing hold of your opposite shoulders or stretching arms up into the air for 5, 4, 3, 2, keep your hips up nice and high. Really focus on taking your next 2 breaths, grounding your feet into the floor, squeezing your glutes, re-engaging your upper body into the mat. Remember, you can have your arms down by your side, and we're going to press all the way up onto the balls of our feet. And now you have the option of one ankle or heel dropping and then the other, or do them both. So both or individual, but hips stay high. Maybe you're doing a little bit of everything, one and then the other in both. Keep squeezing those glutes. Make sure you're not putting too much pressure on the back of your neck on the floor. Still working with that breath. Don't roll too much to the outsides or insides of your feet. So make sure you're still pressing down under that big toe mound for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're going to stay up high in 2, 1. Stay up on the balls of those feet. Really press through the balls of those feet. Press those upper bodies down into the mat. Go ahead and pulse it out. Squeeze your glutes. Lift your hips. Find that pulse that works for you. Find that focus with your eyes. Keep using your breath. Again, make sure that you are not opening those knees out too wide. Everything's tracking in one amazing line. And you're welcome, because we almost did glute bridges as one of our tabata moves, but instead we just worked it on there into the warm-up. Keep it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, don't roll out on those feet, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower yourself all the way down. Feel free to take a moment, draw those knees in towards your chest. Make some circles with your knees in one direction. Just getting a nice massage on that lower back. We're going to stay down here on the floor for our first tabata move. Let's see what it is today. Oh, I'm a terrible person. All right, so we're going for some ab teasers, ab twist teasers. All right, so take a moment, sit yourself up. I want you to really focus on opening up your chest and opening up your back. Your feet are going to be away from you, and the easier version of this one, you're going to keep your feet on the floor. Bring your hands, palms to the center of your chest. And for the very first move, you're just going to go back an inch and up an inch, as if a string is pulling on your sternum. If you want to work a little bit harder, you're going to extend your left leg straight. If you want to work even harder, you can pick both legs up into a teaser. So the very first move, we're just going to go back and forth, and the second move, we're going to twist and just focus on a twist and a gentle release. Make sure those hands, palms stay right at your chest. We're not just moving our hands, we're finding moving from the core. So 4 times on the right of moves 1 and 2, 4 times on the left. Go ahead, ground your sit bones into the floor. Bring those heels away from you gently for the easier version. Remember, keeping feet on the floor. For a harder version, either in boat pose or one leg straight in a teaser. We start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 20 seconds of work. So back and up. Back and up. Find out what can you do today. Make sure that chest stays open. No shame in keeping those feet on the floor, but you've only got 5 seconds left. So what can you do right now? Take a break. That's what you can do right now. Same thing. Remember, if you're only working to challenge yourself by extending one leg, we got right leg up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Back an inch and up an inch. Really pull that lower belly in as tight as you can. Squeeze those shoulder blades gently together. Back is engaged. A small movement, lifting that chest sternum higher towards the ceiling. For 3, 2, 1, take a break. Fred's looking at me like we are crazy. Next up, we're going to take this little twist right here. So starting in a twist, stomach sucked in, you're going to go a little bit deeper and release. Begin, twist and release. If you want, both legs can again be in boat pose, challenging yourself, or one leg boat pose, one leg teaser. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, take a break. All right, we're gonna switch to that same side, one more on this side. Oh my gosh, can't count. 3, 2, hands at your sternum. So it's a teeny twist right here. Again, about an inch of a twist, and then just a release. The more that you lean back right here, the more you're gonna feel it in those abs already. Work those lower abs more as well by lifting a leg up for 3, 2, take a break. Nice work. Now we're gonna switch to the left side, starting with our first move of just going back an inch and up an inch. 3, 2, 1. Open that chest, engage that back, as if your string is pulling your chest sternum up towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. Pull that belly in nice and tight. Don't let that lower belly hang out here. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Yay. 3 more times, you guys. Once more of back and forth. 3, 2, open your chest. Here we go. Suck your stomach in, up an inch and down an inch. A smaller move than you want it to be. But remember, the more that you really find this lean, the more challenging things are going to be. So if you need it to be easier here towards the end, just a teeny little lean back, but still work to find that lift with your chest and take a break. Yay! Coming up next, we just got that twist part 2 more times. 3, 2, 1. So left leg either lifted or straight. Can you get that right leg up in boat pose too? I walked 15 plus miles yesterday, and today I cannot, and that's okay. Find that twist, pull your belly in. 3, 2, 1. Way to go. Nice small moves here at the beginning. We got an elevator plank with the push-up coming up next though. So I'm not taking it easy on you. 3, 2, jump in. Pull that belly in nice and tight. Find your breath. Make sure that you're still breathing. Don't hold your breath. Teeny little twist and then a release. Finding that twist from your core, not just moving your hands away from your chest. 3, 2, 1. Way to go. Grab some water if you want it. Shake it out. Whatever feels good for you. All right. Coming up next, we've got an elevator plank into a push-up. So you're going to give yourself an elevator plank, then you're going to do a push-up, and then you're going to do the same thing. I encourage you to either switch off each time as you come down into your elevator plank, which arm that you have leading, or think about going down for the odds on the right side and the evens on the left. If you need to, for your push-up part, I encourage you to do as much on your toes as you possibly can. Start on your toes, and if you need to drop to your knees, drop to your knees, and that's totally okay. So if you're on your toes right here, coming on down into your elevator plank, pressing yourself back up, and I know I need to drop down to my knees for my push-up, and then back into your elevator plank. Find what works for you. Feel free to be on your knees. Make sure your hands, palms are under your shoulder. Find as straight of a line as you can from your shoulders through your heels or to your hips. You start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So elevator plank, forearms come down to the mat, then press yourself back up, push up, and then either same side or switching it up each time for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Nice. Nice work, you guys. Remember, if you need to take your push-ups easier, think about going for that dive bomb push-up. 3, 2, 1. And if you need to be on your knees right here, maybe you're even bringing your forearms in towards each other on the mat, and they're going for that little dive bomb push-up, making sure that you're bringing your head forward of your fingertips. Nice straight line instead of pubic mound coming down to the mat for 3, 2, take a break. Nice work. You just got to do what works for you. Each set, push yourself as hard as you can go. 3, 2, 1. Maybe as hard as you can go today is really you just working on being in this plank. If you are just staying in the plank, stay in that plank. Maybe give yourself at least a mini little push-up. Halfway, right now, through this interval. 3, 2, 1, take a break. You got to find the most challenging thing if you want to see change. You can't always drop to your easiest version. It's supposed to be hard. 3, 2, jump right back in. If it was easy, nothing would happen. But you got to be safe and smart for yourself today as well. So if you have to be on your knees, or maybe you're moving a little bit slower, 3, 2, 1, take a break. I want you to first think about your form. So remember, in a plank, our heels are on top of the balls of our feet, not stretching the back of your mat. And jump in. Hands, palms are underneath of your shoulders. Don't forget about that push-up. Even if you have to drop your knees to the mat, get in any kind of push-up that you can. 3, 2, 1, take your break. Nice work, you guys. We're gonna get to come up onto our feet after this and relax our arms a little. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Last couple rounds. No shame in finding however you need to keep going. What can you do today? Don't give up on yourself. Don't simply sit down on the mat. Can you do a push-up? Can you do a plank? Take a break. Find one of these motions to keep going. Last 2 rounds. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Squeeze those glutes nice and tight. We're not doing down dog, you guys. We're doing planks. Planks and some sort of a push-up. I know my push-up looks really sad. That's okay. Sad push-up today, amazing push-up tomorrow. Take a break. Today's workout is tomorrow's warm-up. You got 1 more round, 20 seconds to push yourself. Find what that means right now. Last 20 seconds of work. Find that steady pace. Remind yourself why you came here today. For you. You came here for you. Doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. This is your workout. This is your time to push yourself, to improve yourself. And take a break. Yes. Oh my God, you guys, that was a good interval. Okay. 2 down. Lower to go. Make your way to your feet. Grab that water if you want it. We've got squat thrusters coming up next. Let's keep that intensity going. All right, we're gonna go for a narrow squat today. So about hips width distance apart, not shoulders width distance apart. And that might mean that you can't get quite as low in your squat. Here's what I do want to see in your squat. I want to see you really grounding all 4 corners of your feet in the floor. Your belly is tight. The weight comes into your heels as you sit your hips back and down, like there's a chair behind you. If you need to do this one with your couch, where you actually sit down on your couch and then stand yourself back up, to make sure that you don't bring the weight into your toes and bring your heels off the floor and bring your knees forward, focus on that good form first, and then buy a lower couch. Okay, if you have some sort of weight that you can use, the thruster part comes into play by squatting back and then lifting up, blast off through your hands, palms. If you want to work a little bit harder, you can even squat, jump, or press up onto your toes and then come back down. But remember, you're really focusing on getting your hips back in your squat, weight in your heels, and not knees forward to your toe. We start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So remember, you can use that couch if you need to. Sit your butt down, press yourself up, pull that belly in tight. Focus on driving those heels into the floor. As you lift yourself back up, all 4 corners of the feet stay down on the floor, but so much pressure into your heels. Pull your belly in tight and take a break. Oh, good work, you guys. Okay, try it without the couch if you don't need it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Weight in those heels. And remember, it's okay if maybe you're not getting down as low as you once did before we lived at our desks at home. Think about trying to have these arms go up straight up overhead. So as you come up, it's not some sort of wobbly, wonky things are going out. Take a break. A nice straight line like an elevator. 2 down. What's happening with your core? Pull this lower belly in right here. So tight, and here we go. Remember, you can press up onto the balls of your feet. Challenge your balance a little bit more dexterity in those feet. Halfway. Think about trying to get a couple more reps in. You've got the motion now. Take a break. Take a break. Once you've got that form, we're going for high intensity today, you guys. 3, 2, 1. Suck that stomach in. Open your chest. Here we go. Keep breathing. Keep focusing. Weight on your heels. Not rolling to the outside or inside of your feet. Grounding through the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Yay, we're halfway through. Halfway through. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. This is our halfway move of our whole workout today, you guys. Next up, we're going to hit the floor. Take a break. Yay! Getting a lot of total body work. Secret shoulders happening a lot here today. 3, 2, 1. Suck that stomach in. Weight in your heels. Driving through those knuckles up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Last 2 rounds, you guys. What can you bring? Try to break a sweat. 3, 2, pull your belly in. Here we go. Reaching back. Make sure as you're getting closer towards the end here that you're not maybe coming back to some old habits of bringing the weight forward into your toes and letting those heels come off the floor. Even if you're not going down as deep, reach for that chair behind you. 3, 2, 1. Now take a break. Don't you stop before I say 1. If you stop before I said 1, I want you to go an extra second this last round. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You know who you cheat when you stop early? Not me. You're cheating yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Don't come all the way here and then make an excuse for yourself. Even if you have to slow down, even if it is a baby squat, I want you to keep it up. All right, you made it. 20 seconds. Yay. Okay, if you have these light little weights today, if you have some sort of weights, we're going to have 2 different options for our next move on the floor. For those of us with actual proper weights that you can hold on to, dumbbells, and those of us who don't have proper weights. Good news, bad news, we're coming back into some planks. The last of the planks for today, I promise. It's only 4 minutes, you guys. It's not even really 4 minutes, so don't even think about it like that. But afterwards, you can tell your friends, I did planks for 4 minutes. 8. Okay. So our 2 different options, I'm going to demo here for my knees for you guys. If you have weights, I encourage you to come into your plank, and you are going to do a plank with alternating row, with your eyes staying focused down on the floor in front of you. If you don't have, oh yeah, and for your row, I really want you to think about drawing that elbow directly behind you. Even if you don't have weights, if you want, you can focus on making this row action, just finding that squeezing a little of your shoulder blades, of your elbow towards the center of your back. Otherwise, you can do a nice fly. So being here with your hands palms or if you need to on your knuckles if your wrists are tired, and just opening all the way up, a little bit of rotation and fly. And those are your two options. If you have weights and you want to alternate one and then the other, if all you're doing today is hanging out in your plank, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, cats, dogs, y'all, whoever's out there, let's go ahead and do this. We start in 3, 2, 1, find your plank. That's move number 1, finding your plank, and either going for this row or you're opening your chest all the way up and coming into a fly. We're halfway through round number 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. You can do all of these from your knees. No excuses just to give up on yourself. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Round 2. Maybe you're coming into maybe you're coming into this rotation. Focus on really sucking your stomach in and finding that control. As you saw, if you just throw that arm up, you can really, A, lose your balance, and B, hurt your shoulder. Take a break. 2 down. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Coming back into that row. If you've got it in you. Even if you only have one weight, you can switch the weight between your hand palm, even if you don't have your weight on the hand on the floor. 3, 2, 1. Take your break. Oh my. Oh. 3 down. Here's our halfway point. 3, 2. Here we go. What are you doing today? Whatever you're doing, you're in control. Take your time. Remember, when you move slow, engaging so many muscle fibers, as opposed to moving fast, rushing through, letting momentum do the work. Take a break. Which one of these moves do you think is easier? Love to hear your thoughts. In 4 more rounds. 3, 2, here we go. Coming back to those rows if you forgot where you were at. Use your breath. Exhale to really find that pull behind you. Pull that belly in tight. Eyes forward. 3, 2, 1. Look at you in all these 20-second planks that you're doing today. Be proud of yourself. 3 left. 3, 2, 1. That means we have a total of 1 minute of planks to go. Not even 1 minute from right here. More than halfway through this interval. 5, 4, belly tight. 3. Keep breathing. Take a break. Last 2. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Challenge yourself right here. Last 40 seconds of work. Right now when you don't want to. Can you? Are you stopping because you have to? Are you stopping because you're tired and you want to? Take a break. If you're stopping because you have to and you can't just modify, that's okay. If you're stopping because you want to, don't do that. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last time, last 10 seconds right here. Then we get to stand up, totally relax those arms. 3, 2, 1. Way to go, you guys. Pretty much done with that upper body work for the rest of class. Let's take a minute to yourself. Just grab your water. Take your time. We're going to make our way back to our feet. Create that safe, clear space for yourself. Okay. If you have some awesome balance and you want to hold something in your hands palms, For this next one, that's an option. If your balance feels challenged, keep your hands at your waist. If you're at a medium point, just keep your hands at your chest. Okay, we're gonna go for a reverse lunge. And step forward and show you in 2 directions. Reverse lunge with a twist. As you come into your reverse lunge, planting that foot into the floor, bending that back knee down, and you're gonna twist in the direction of whatever leg you have towards the front. Step your feet back together, step your leg back, twist, and come forward. So we're gonna alternate each time. You are welcome. If you need to take it a little bit easier on yourself, you are just stepping back into a lunge. You're still twisting in your lunge. Think about drawing your elbow back towards your opposite butt cheek and keeping that belly in tight. Are you guys ready? We start in 3, 2, 1, reverse lunge, and then you're twisting towards the leg that you have in front of you. If you want to, you can even stick with this one leg and just switch it up each time. Or remember, I told you you have the option to alternate. It really just depends on what you feel like doing. How can you stay motivated right now? Take a break. All right, 3, 2, 1. You can stick with the same thing or do something different. Nice. I want you to really keep that belly pulled in tight. So we're in a lunge here, ideally, and that means weight in your front heel. Back ball of the foot, knee comes down towards the floor. 3, 2, 1, take your break. 2 down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's right, I left it up to you guys today. Oops, I forgot the twist. If you're alternating or if you're switching each time. If you have trouble remembering, just switch each time. Then you don't even have to worry about it. Nice leg work, nice core work. 3, 2, take a break. Yeah. All right, you guys, coming to that halfway point. Can we pick up the pace? 3, 2, 1. Pick up the pace to see if you can get in a couple more twists and lunges. The more that you focus your eyes forward and really work on controlling your breath and keeping your core tight, the easier it's going to be for you to stay balanced. 5, 4, 3, 2, take a break. Officially halfway. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Pull that belly in again. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Keep that chest lifted. 5, 4, 3, don't stop. 2, 1, now you can take a break. Way to go. If you've been doing the same thing, think about doing something different the last 2 rounds. Here's the 3rd to last round. Suck that stomach in again. Abdominal engagement, number 1. Breathing, number 2. Movement, number 3. 3, 2, take a break. Last 2 rounds. We're gonna hit the floor after that. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Remember, weight is in the front heel, back ball of the foot. Bring that back knee down towards the floor if you can. Not letting your front knee go past your toe. Ideally, that front knee is lined up on top of your heel or the arch of your foot. Take a break. 5, 4, 3, 2, stomach in, last one. Hopefully you guys have a mirror or something that you can be gently gazing at yourself, taking a little focus towards your form. 4, 3, 2, 1, you made it. Awesome, hit the floor, you guys. Grab some water on your way down there if you want. We got one last move for today. emailed Jen Post and asked you guys what your least favorite moves are. I almost made a class with all of them. That would have been so mean. Nobody would have come. So I'm sorry for those of you who replied that's like V-ups and whatnot were your least favorite move, because they're coming into play right now. All right, so we're going for some sort of a snow angel, jackknife, X and O, lemon curl, whatever you think sounds fun to say. Let me show you what's up. Okay, so the easier version of this one, you can actually start with we'll start in boat pose. You can have your hands on your knees. You're gonna extend your arms out, legs go out, everything can touch down for a second, and then you're gonna lift yourself up and bring it back in. If you need to, if things are really weak in your lower core, keep your heels down on the floor as you lift yourself up. Maybe you can lift one leg up in boat pose. Maybe you always keep a knee bent and straighten the other leg out. If that's what you go for, do 4 on the right and then 4 on the left. If you're ready to work a little bit harder though, you're not going to allow those heels to touch the floor as you extend your legs out into your snow angel. You're going to come into boat pose. And if you want to work even harder than that, you're going to come up into a jackknife or a V and then go down and open everything out. All right, I'm going to go for a moderate version of that, because I want my back to continue to feel good. So I want you guys to make sure that whatever you're doing, you keep coming up with that chest lifted. If you're finding a lot of rounding in your back, ground those heels towards the floor so you can pull your belly in and open your chest as you lift yourself up, as opposed to coming lifted up with this big rounding right here. Think about lifting those shoulders up with everything else, so a little bit of chin away from your chest, but not stretched up too high, no extra wrinkles in your neck. All right, some sort of an X, some sort of an O or a check mark. You start in 3, 2, 1, begin. Remember, you can have those heels on the floor if you need to, if those lower abs are super tired. But if you don't need to, can you lift at least one leg up off of the floor as you come into this big lift and a big open all the way out. Slowly lower yourself down, no crashing down towards the floor. Take a break. And if you don't need to have one heel on the floor, don't have one heel on the floor. You start in 3, 2, 1, and then you have that option to come all the way up into shins parallel to the floor, boat pose. And if you need to, you can rest those heels down on the floor between each one. Give yourself a little mini reset. Reset, recharge, and come into each one like it's new again. Again, finding that lift of that chest, sternum. Take a break. Oh, yes. Yes, you guys. Maybe you have both legs straight. Here we go. 20 seconds of work. Try it one time. Maybe you'll surprise yourself. And maybe you'll be like, nope, can't do that. Maybe I can do it with just one leg. Take a break. Three down. 3, 2, here we go. Really think about trying to decrease this space right here, as big of a lift as you can find to decrease that space between your lower ribs and your hip. And keep pulling that belly in nice and tight. Don't let it hang out, you guys. We're coming to like our last 2 minutes of work right here. 2 minutes of work, so many breaks. Take a break, take a break, take a break. 3, 2, 1, jump back in. Remember, if you need to take it easier on yourself, you bring that heel to the floor. If you only have one leg lifted, you have switched to the other leg lifting off of the mat. So maybe that means your right heel is now ground. Take a break. 3, 2, 1, jump back in. Bringing those arms up overhead, slowly. Pull those knees into your chest, using that exhale. And take a break. We're almost almost there, you guys. Almost time to stretch it out. Last 2 times true. Through. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Don't stop on yourself right now. Who's doing their virtual 5K today? Miter virtual 5K run is this week. Take a break. One more time through. In 3, 2, 1. Last 20 seconds of work. Find something consistent. If you can push yourself harder, push yourself harder. But if you know you're going to push yourself harder and then stop, just keep going with whatever you had right now. Take a break. Take 10 seconds just to catch your breath right here. Cool. Let's stretch it out. Go ahead, bring those feet together. Relax your arms down by your side for just a moment. Allow your heels to touch. And then flex the toes of your left foot up to your face as you draw your right leg up. Interlace all 10 fingers just underneath of your knee. And pull your right knee out away from your rib cage and then back up towards your shoulder. Rolling that left shoulder back down towards the mat. Pull your belly in nice and tight. Let's go for some happy babies. So bring the sole of your foot up towards the ceiling. You can even reach up and grab hold of your right toe, the outside of your foot, your ankle. Maybe you're still keeping your hand towards the back of your thigh. Just take a nice couple deep breaths right here. Awesome. Change. Slowly, gently bring that right leg in. Draw that left leg up as you flex the toes of your right foot back towards your face. Interlace all 10 fingers. Just about 2 inches below the left knee. Pull it out away from your rib cage and then back up towards your shoulder. Lower back glued down in towards the mat. Right shoulder rolled back down towards the mat. Back of your head nice and flat. Start to bring the sole of the left foot up towards the ceiling. You can interlace your fingers behind your knee. If you need to, if you can reach up and grab hold of your left big toe or your outside of your foot. Just drawing that left knee towards your left shoulder, creating space of shoulders away from your ears. And release. Go ahead, bring that left foot back in. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let's hang out for a moment here in our reclined bound angle, just opening up our hips, allowing gravity to create the stretch for us. Coming back to your nice, slow, relaxed, released breath that hopefully you started your class with. And if not, welcome to your relaxed, released breath for the evening. Go ahead, stretch your arms out to the side in a T. Palms facing up or down, whatever feels good for you. We're going to go ahead and bring our knees together. Whichever side you'd like to start with, gently roll onto the lower legs, side of the hip, as much as feels comfortable to come into a spine twist. If you want to feel it even deeper, turn your chin in the opposite direction of your knees. Make sure you're still breathing. Great. Go ahead and bring the soles of your feet back to the floor. Lower back comes back in contact with the mat. As you drop your knees to the opposite side, gently rolling as much as feels comfortable for you onto that side hip. Do your best to keep both shoulders down on the mat. And if it honors you today, turn your chin in the opposite direction that your knees are pointing. Beautiful. Roll yourself back onto your back. Take a moment, draw both knees in towards your chest. Squeeze those knees in towards each other. Feet relaxed side by side. Draw your elbows down in the direction of your hips. Stretch through the crown of your head. And then either roll onto your side or roll yourself up like a ball. Tucking those toes under, we're going to send our hips up towards the ceiling and walk our hands to our feet or our feet to our hands. Take a moment here in your generous dangle before you lift yourself up. You can have a big bend in your knees if that helps and feels good. If your hands don't quite touch the floor, that's okay. You can grab your opposite elbow and just bend one leg and straighten the other knee, just finding some movement up through your hips. You can shake your head yes or no, or left or right. Keeping that belly sandwiched on your thighs. Belly thigh sandwich. And then as you're ready, slowly with that stomach sucked in, roll yourself up. One vertebrae at a time as you stack your ears over your shoulders. Inhale those arms up overhead. Look up towards the ceiling. Stretch your chin away from your chest. Reach up, ground through your feet. Tickle the sky. And then exhale. Relax your arms down by your side. Yay! Great work today, you guys. I hope you had a fun time. And if you have any questions or concerns, let me know. Can't wait to work out with you guys all again soon. Have a wonderful Monday.